This is Jesse Ubelar, Division Agronomist at Superior Ag, out looking at some timing and growth stages on soybeans, looking at fungicide timing, trying to determine when we need to spray fungicides. Surprisingly, we're standing in a field here planted March 30th. So looking at growth stages, these are 3.3 maturity soybeans. And when you start growth staging soybeans, it's important always to start at the top. You got to look at the upper foremost nodes, and you want to make sure the leaf margins are fully expanded. So that's where you would start counting. I would not count this one, this top one here. So start at this node. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have a 3/16 inch pod or bigger at any of the upper foremost nodes, we are at R3. If we have a 3/4 inch pod at any of the upper foremost nodes, we're at R4 already. So right here, we are already a solid R4, and we are June 26th. So guys, it is time to spray fungicides. I know there's a lot of people waiting. They're thinking they're going to go R3, go back to R2. But these here, when we're hitting a solid R4, we need to be starting to spray fungicide. And it's important because there's a couple things else that we're seeing out here in the field. As far as diseases, if you look here, you're starting to see some septoria showing up in the bottom of the plant. Several other fields, I've been seeing a lot of frog eye leaf spots showing up. This particular field had a fungicide at the V3 growth stage. Not really seeing any frog eye out here in this particular field. But we also have a lot of insects showing up out here. So if you look close here, you can see Japanese beetles already showing up out here. We've got a lot of Japanese beetles. Also, I have found a lot of stink bugs out here in the soybean fields. You can see them crawling up my hand here. So if you look at the total number of nodes on these plants, a soybean plant will typically put on somewhere between 18 and 21 total nodes out here, growth nodes. And we are actually at the 16th growth node on this soybean plant. So we've got a few more, probably 3, 4, maybe 5 more nodes to put on. So if you look at the canopy here, I think these soybean fields are just like a lot of others. They're a little thin. We don't have the growth that maybe we're wanting to see out here. You can still see a lot of canopy down through the rows here yet. So if there's something we may consider at this time, one, to help retain pods, would maybe be looking at some micronutrients and some different nutrients out there, whether it's potassium, a little bit of phosphorus, maybe some nitrogen. But boron, moly is very important as well, molybdenum, and manganese, along with a little sulfur. So kind of a mix. There's several mixes that we do sell within the Superior Ag that would make sense. So, and then also potentially PGRs, so plant growth regulators. So with as short as these beans are, we're looking at R4 soybeans out here. You could actually get by with using some PGRs, some plant growth regulators like Ascend. And Ascend would actually give us more cell division out here. So when I talk about cell division, I'm talking about bigger leaf mass, a little more plant type to shade the row there, bigger seeds actually inside the pod. So more pod retention, more flowering. So those PGRs actually do a very good job of increasing the amount of flowering that goes on out there as well. So with that, if you have any questions, please contact your local agronomist at Superior Ag. Thank you.